Hey there, welcome back today for a brand new video. We are going to be doing a makeup review / first impression on the new Simpsons Treehouse of Horror collection. I have the entire collection. This is a large one. We are going to be testing out all of the products, sampling them. I'll do some swatches. We'll see what we think of this collection. So why don't we go ahead and dive in. Okay, so I did get this ginormous PR package here from Revolution Beauty that includes the entire collection. This is a very large collection. So it's called the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. It says it's the ultimate spooky collection to get your Halloween ready, picture perfect, grab the popcorn, and get ready to tune into a spooktacular scare-a-thon. So it is a full collection, you guys. There is so much to this one. So I'm just gonna kind of start diving into everything, and we're gonna try everything out and see what we think of all the products. I am gonna swatch some things as we go probably, but it's a very large collection, so I don't wanna waste like too much time doing all of that. I kind of wanna get to like trying it out on the face and seeing what I think of all of the products. The last launch like this that I tried from Revolution Beauty was their last year Halloween one, which was the Nightmare Before Christmas, and that one I had mixed thoughts on. So I'm kind of curious to dive into this one and see what I think of the collection. The first thing I see are a set of brushes. So this is the Treehouse of Horror brush set. And inside of here you do get, it looks like some face brushes and then also some eye brushes. I do have prices on here also for you guys, which is great. So the price on this brush set, so let's see here. It is going to retail for $25. I'll have links to as much as I can down in the description box as well, so if you want links to anything. The next product I'm grabbing out are lip masks. So I do want to give these a try. So there are two different lip masks, it looks like. One is Kang and one is Kodos, Candy Apple and Lemon Lime. Ooh, those actually sound really delicious. Packaging on everything is really cute. I will be honest, I've only seen a few episodes of The Simpsons. Like, I'm not a super Simpsons like fan. And when I got this collection in the mail, I asked my husband because he used to love the show. Like, he has like all the box sets and everything. And I asked him, I was like, so is this like a thing? Is this an episode? Is this like an important thing? And he was like, well, it's our Halloween special. And he's like, they do it every year. And so he did mention that to me. So that is a thing with this collection. I'm sorry if you guys are like huge Simpson fans. You're like, okay, that is a thing. But I thought I would just throw that out there. I might not get all of the references of everything, but I still wanted to review the collection for you. So this is kind of cool. It's a lip mask, but it looks like so. Like it literally calls it slime, and it kind of looks like slime in there, but it is harder. So let's go ahead and try this out. I'm trying the key lime one. So that feels pretty hydrating on the lips. I can definitely like smell the key lime and it feels pretty nice. I don't think I've ever tried one of their lip masks before, so that sounds like a good product. And then I want to do the eyes first, I think, because these palettes are like so bright and colorful. I think it's best if I do my eyes first. So for eyeshadow, it looks like there are 3 different palettes. So we have 2 smaller like little mini palettes, and then there's also a large eye palette as well. Packaging is really cool with this one with like the skeletons, and then you have those 2 right there. So let's open them up and see what they look like. Here's a look at the inside there, so you guys can get a look at all of the colors. Very bright, very fun. I'm kind of wondering like what I want to do look wise. I know I see some blues. You guys know I love my blues. So that is that palette. And then let me show you really quickly the 2 mini palettes. I would say these 2 are definitely a little bit more subdued colors than the other palette. Like, they don't seem as like, you know, out there as those brighter shades in the other palette, but they kind of look nice. They have little mirrors, which is cute. So those are kind of fun. I think I'm going to try and start with the bigger palette though, because I'm kind of most interested in that. It looks like these retail for $15 and this one is going to be $25. Okay, so I primed my lids really quickly. I just used the Undercover concealer that I love from CoverGirl. So now let's go ahead and use one of the brushes. So here's a close-up of the eye brush right here. This is more of like a crease brush. We're going to use that in this palette. So to start, I'm going to go into this shade right here called Growl. And I'm going to use that shade in my crease. It's been a minute since I've tried Makeup Revolution or Revolution Beauty palette. I always call them Makeup Revolution because I know that's what they used to be called. But it's been a minute. I think the last one I tried from them was like their donut collection. And I really liked those palettes. I thought they were really pigmented, very nice. So I'm eager to try this one. That shade looks nice all over the lid. It's kind of just like a more muted shade, but perfect for that first transition color. I love how there is a large mirror in here. That's actually kind of nice. I feel like sometimes with like drugstore palettes, we don't always get mirrors, but the quality of this one seems really nice in here. I do like that with a larger palette. It does have a mirror. I'm going to go into the shade Happy Thoughts up next right here and use that one again just in my crease just to give us a little more depth in here before we go in with some of the colors. So those look pretty good and they seem to be blending fine. So now let's do some colors. So I'm kind of like debating between doing like the greens and also the blues, but I'm kind of gravitating really towards those blues, so I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go into the shade Gremlin right here. That one looks like a really cool shade, and I'm going to just use this. I think I'm gonna try like a little halo effect again, so I'm gonna use this on the outer portion of the eye and then also the inner portion. So kind of just put them right here. I'll do a little halo moment. That shade is a little more subdued than I kind of thought it was gonna be. It looks pretty bright in the pan, but on my lid it doesn't look as vibrant. But that could be because I'm putting it over top of other shadows as well. I don't know if I'm crazy about the look of that. Hopefully that's not an indication of the entire palette being like that, because I hate it when shades do that, like when they kind of like fluff away to nothing. Right now it's kind of doing that a little bit for me, so we'll see. Okay, so we're gonna just like stop right there. I'm now gonna go into the shade Bearded Lady, the bright blue, and we're gonna use this again, kind of just go over where I just did, just to deepen that up a little bit. Pigmentation wise, I'm kind of like a little underwhelmed right now based upon how they look in the pan versus how they're showing up on my lid. I'm just gonna take like a clean brush right here with no products and just sweep that here on the lid. I don't know. I kind of feel like that product just like, the shadow almost like disappeared when I did that. You see how it's like literally coming off my eye? Okay, I'm gonna add this back up, pull this back up again. Build it up a little bit more. I feel like it got like a little bit too high up here. But when I tried to blend it out, it honestly just like disappeared. So that's not a good sign. Okay. See if that fixes it a little. All right, let's try some of the shimmers now. So I'm gonna go into the shade Clone, which is this blue here. And let's use that on our finger. Looks pretty pigmented on our finger. And we're gonna tap this in the middle of our lid here. Okay. It's cute. I mean, it's not like super shimmery, but it's a cool color. I feel like that all just kind of looks like one blob. One blob of blue, even knowing I applied like literally 5 colors. Okay, now let's try a little of Uncandy on top. Actually, I'm just gonna go over all the lid with that, because I'm not loving the effect. I feel like we didn't get like the halo effect the way I wanted. Okay, so here's where the eye look is at right now. I do feel like, I mean, it's pretty, but like it just seems like it's kind of disappearing. Like even as I'm sitting here, this side seems like it's really like losing. Like if you look at my crease, like there's barely any shadow there anymore. It's also creasing on me a little bit, and that normally doesn't happen with my shadows either because I always use the same base. Let's continue with the collection. I think I'm just gonna like pause it on the eyes because sometimes I feel like I can like overthink it too much. If I like hate the way it's looking too much, then I kind of overthink it. I don't notice any fallout, which is good with blues, but let's keep it going. I do see some eyeliners here, so let's try those out next. So there are 2 gel liner sets right here. Okay, and it looks like they come with a potted liner and then also a small little brush. So let's see, this is Witch Lisa, and then this one is Raven Bart. So I'm trying to see what colors. It looks like Lisa's is a black. Yes, just like a black one. And then the component feels really nice on this. Like it feels nice and heavy and luxe. It is a dual-ended brush here too. So I'm gonna try this out. These retail for $10. You know what, looking at this brush, it is quite large. I don't think I'm gonna use this because I already know like if I try and do a wing with this big of a brush, I'm gonna mess it up. So let's actually use the brush from the brush set instead. I'm gonna show you guys up close how the eyes are looking. Like, can you see how patchy it is in this area? Like we literally lost all of the shadow. It's also creasing pretty bad too. So I just keep looking at it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if we can even save this eye look. So I'm gonna start a wing. Okay, so I did just go off camera to do the liner just so we won't be here the whole time. It's not the blackest like gel liner I've ever used, but it's pretty good. Let's go ahead and move on now to the lashes. So there are 2 lashes a part of this collection. This is a duo right here. This does retail for $15 for the 2. So we have like a fun blue one and then just like a regular lash. I feel like we might as well try the blue just because we already have the blue on the eyes, and maybe it'll like save this eye look because I'm not, like I said, crazy about it. So let's go ahead and throw on the fun blue lash down here. All right, I do feel like these lashes are kind of fun. I do like them. I almost feel like I should have on though like like a blue mascara because I do think if you look closely, like there's obviously a separation. But I do feel like this made me like the eye look a little more, like if I just don't hold my eye closed, I feel like it looks a little better. So let's go to primer. This is kind of fun. It's the Alien Slime Primer Base. So let's go ahead and try this. This one is going to cost $10. So I'm curious to see if this is green. If it's not, then that's a missed opportunity. It is. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's like a green color. Ew, it kind of looks like slime. That's kind of fun. Okay, it feels really watery, like really liquidy. I don't know why, but I was thinking it was going to be like a silicone primer, and that's not at all what it is, but I'll apply this. I don't really notice a scent with it, so I wasn't sure. Maybe it was going to smell like slime or something. We're just going to apply this. It does kind of feel like it's a little bit tacky now that I've got it down. You guys know how much I love sponges. There is a sponge a part of this collection. This is so cute. So it's the Donut Head Homer sponge. I kind of low-key love that. Like, that is so fun. Okay, so let's see what this one is like. I don't know how this is going to apply makeup because it's like literally like a hole. I don't think it's like the most ideal, but like it's cute. I feel like I love cute stuff, but it kind of feels a little stiff. So we'll see how this applies to my foundation. So it feels a little softer now that it's wet. It's just like, I don't know how I'm gonna like hold this to do my, I might like squeeze it. Maybe, I don't know. All right, let's try it. Let's do foundation then. I'm gonna go in with the Luminous Silk, actually from Giorgio Armani. This is my first time trying this. I know this is like a foundation that so many people love, but I've never actually tried it before. They sent over a PR package, so I'm excited to try this one. I'm wearing the shade 4.5. So I'm just gonna put this on my face, and then we'll use our little donut here to blend it out. Maybe I should have tried like a different foundation instead of one that I've never tried before, but that's okay. We'll go with it. I mean, it doesn't feel bad. It feels fine. It's just kind of awkward to like use it how I'm using it. Just like holding it like this is a little awkward, but maybe if I put my finger in here. I mean, it seems to be blending it out nicely. It looks pretty. I feel like that primer might be good for helping to like make your foundations grip on just based upon the texture of it. I'll have to wear that again like on its own with another foundation that I like know I love just to see. But I mean, it's working. I wouldn't say this is anything I'd say go out and buy by any means. I think it's definitely like a collector's item for sure. But I mean, it's working to blend it out. So I guess it's doing what it's supposed to. It's nice for in between the brows. I'm going to use their concealer they sent over as well. This is the Luminous Silk Concealer. I feel like it's awkward to kind of try to use this under your eyes. And it also is like really stiff. Now that I'm putting out my under eyes, I'm like, this is hard. I'm going to use this flat brush here from the collection just for my powder. I feel like these brushes are always awkward for me because like, what do you use them for? Let me know if you guys use these. I know you can use them for like foundation and stuff, but I feel like I never want to apply my foundation with like a flat brush like this. It seems awkward to me. All right, let's do the under eyes now. I'm going to go into quite a few of the same shades that we used before and this little pencil brush that's a part of the collection. And then I think I'm going to add a little bit of the green. This is Keeping It Kudos. Might as well try a little bit of that color. There we go. We can see like a little bit of it, but like it's kind of dusting away to nothing. I almost feel like I need something in the waterline, so I'm gonna use this from Urban Decay. This is called their Fishbowl like shadow stick, and I'm gonna use this for my inner corner. I think I said inner corner, but I meant my lower lash line. I'm sure you guys know that. I like that pop. This is actually a really cool color. Let's try the face products now. The Spooktacular face palette right here. So inside of there you have a blush, highlight, and then also a bronzer. Very cute with the little emblems. This is going to be $15. And then there's also a highlighting palette. And here's the inside of this one. It's a mini illuminator palette. And that's what that one looks like. Ooh, yes. Like, I feel like Revolution is just like known for their highlights. There we go. Those are pretty. Okay. I'm excited now. I'm like, finally something from this collection that I'm like, this is gonna work. This is gonna be good. So let's try out the bronzer first. I'm gonna grab the face brush from the collection. I will say the brushes do feel soft, and they, like the eye brush I didn't have a problem with. Let's go into Evil Twin, and this one here. I feel like Revolution does their face products normally really well. I do really like their face products. Okay, so that's a little red toned for me, like a little bit more red than I normally go with my bronzers, but it doesn't look bad. I like the color. Definitely go in with a light hand with this because it does seem pretty pigmented. Okay, and then Brains is the blush color. We're gonna use that next with the angled brush and pop that on. Okay, yeah, definitely a pigmented face palette for sure. I like that color as well. Very cute. Okay, and then I want to try the highlight from this palette, but I also want to try the other one. So we'll do this one first. This is the shade Cursed. Okay, face palette is good. I like the face palette. Kind of has like a pink shift to it there. That's pretty. All right, and then let's try this one here. I'm kind of leaning more towards this top shade. This is called Haunted House. Let's try that on the other side here. That is pretty too. Like I said, they do highlights really well. It's a little more icy. Liking the look of both of those. I'm gonna take the bottom shade, the gold, and I'm gonna use that for my inner corner highlight, just so we can try that shade out too. I feel like I don't really see it. Let me use my finger. Okay, there we go. I feel like this brush just isn't really picking it up well. Okay, that added a little something to the eye look. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the Cursed shade just so they kind of match a little bit more, because now we have like one gold side and one pink side. But we'll just add a little bit more of that here. And then the last part of the collection are these lip bundles. So there are 3 different liquid lipstick / gloss sets. So it looks like we have 3 different colors. We have Devil, what is this? Devil Flanders. Looks like a cool red. We have Donut Head Homer right here. And then we also have Vampire Mr. Burns. I don't know if any of these like really go with like blue looks. Let's do Donut Head Homer. That one looks like more of like the natural lip, if you will, in the collection. Oh, these are cute. Look at the little thing on there. These are really cute. I feel like this is the best in the collection, like out of packaging wise. Super cute. Okay, so let's go in with the liquid lipstick first. These do retail for $15 a piece. I feel like that's like the theme of everything. It's like $15, seems like. They smell really good. They kind of smell like candy. Okay, I'm not mad at that. I like that a lot. And then let's go ahead and do the gloss over top. This one smells just like coffee. I like that. Okay, it feels really smooth on the lips. It doesn't feel like over sticky or anything. I forgot to mention that there is a bag also with this collection, which is cute. It's nice size. It's like pretty big. It has a zipper. This is going to be $18 if you wanted to get that as a little collection item. Okay, let's dive into it. This is our final look using the Simpsons collection. What do you guys think? You'll have to let me know down below. I have some thoughts. Let's get into it. So for the Spooktacular eyeshadow palette, I am not loving this eye look. I feel like the shadows in here were very lackluster. They weren't super pigmented, and I do feel like they faded quite a bit. They're also creasing quite a bit on my lid, so I'm going to try them again. I'm going to try them a few more times and see what I think. If my opinion changes, I'll leave like a pinned comment on this video, but as of right now, I would say skip it on this one. It's just not, in my opinion, quality shadows. To me, these seem like really chalky, and they just don't seem like they're gonna be worth your money, especially for the price tag. This is $25. I feel like that's not like the cheapest palette. You can get one of the larger like new ColourPop palettes for the same price. So unless if you wanted it for nostalgia reasons, I'd say skip on this one, because it just, the quality isn't there in my opinion. I'm almost wishing I would have tried the smaller palettes, because maybe the quality is a little better on those. I'll try those out though, and I'll let you guys know what I think. And then the gel liner, that was fine. Like there was nothing, you know, great about that. It was just like a regular gel liner. I did like the lip mask. I feel like this was really cool. I liked the flavor of it, and it felt really nice in the lips and hydrating. So these were actually really cute. I thought those were nice. The primer, the face primer, felt really nice. I really like the way my complexion's looking. So I can't wait to try this one out with some of my other foundations. I like that it's like slime, and this one's I think really cool. The donut sponge, I would say you could skip on. I mean, it's cute in the packaging, but I mean, it just like doesn't really make sense to me how you would use this on your face like daily. So I'd say skip on that one. The brushes were good. Quality wise, they felt fine. I don't think those are like the coolest design though, personally. Like if you're gonna get something for the collection, like nostalgia wise, like they just seem kind of basic to me, but they were a nice brush set. So if you were in need of new brushes, I wouldn't be mad at it if you got those ones. I think the lashes are fun too. The blue lashes, I think there's something different. If you were looking for like one item that I would probably recommend to you, if you were wanting to get like a Simpsons nostalgia item, I would say get the face palette or the highlighting palette or the lip. I feel like the lip masks were nice, and then also you saw I liked the face palettes. I think that those are really pretty, and they look nice and like glowy, and I think they performed really nicely. Packaging on those was really cute as well. I also don't think you'd be mad if you got one of the lip duos too. I think packaging, again, is super cute on these, and they feel really nice. Like it feels really nice on the lips. I will see how it wears too. I'm not exactly sure on this formula how it's gonna wear, but so far it feels pretty smooth on the lips, and I do like that you get 2 different lip products in the little bundle. But after that, you guys, that is going to do it for this review. You will have to let me know what you think down below. Are you excited about this launch? Were you planning on grabbing anything? Let me know if this review helps you out in any way. Thank you as always for watching. Do not forget to subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in my next video.